Do you have time to talk? I really gotta tell you something. Yeah, I got 20 minutes. What's going on? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, I think, but I want to tell you something, but I don't want you to tell nobody else, or like, I just don't want the family to know, because you know how everybody in the family likes to talk about each other, but I really feel like I need to open up right now. Sweetheart, literally, you can tell me anything and nobody will have to know. I'm not gonna say a word to nobody. You have my full trust. Well, I failed my math test, and you know what, Mom? I really don't feel like I'm as smart as the other kids. I don't understand why, because when I'm in math, like, it is the hardest thing to do. Like, math is the hardest subject I have. Like, I can do everything else, but math I just can't do. And I failed, and I just feel like I'm not that good. Like, I feel like I need a tutor. And that was the embarrassing thing, that you didn't know how to tell me. It's okay. If you need a tutor, we can get you a tutor, okay? I got you. I'm going to call one up right now, okay? Tell you, my daughter's struggling in math. She couldn't freaking do math to save her life. And she's making it seem like it's such a big deal. I have to get her a tutor now. I have to spend extra money for her not to be a stupid person. Let me tell you something. Math, you're going to have to use that for your whole life. And the fact that she sits there and she acts like she just can't do it, she's not trying hard enough. She's not studying hard enough. That's why. It's that damn phone. Girl, I know. And then she was like, don't tell nobody, don't tell nobody. Nobody cares that you can't do math. I'm really sorry that I was going to lie to the cops and everybody that our uncle didn't do what he did to me, because I was really scared that I was going to hurt my mom. I'm really sorry. You do not need to apologize to me. I completely understand. I know you're scared. I know you're hurting. I know you don't fully believe everything, but it is okay. I'm not mad at you at all. That's why I did what I did, so your mother couldn't get in your head. But you don't have to feel bad about it. I have to tell you something, but you cannot tell nobody else. Like, this is going to the grave with us. You don't have to worry about me. I would never tell anybody, but what happened? Uncle Lucas called Mom from jail, so Mom three-wayed me, and I thought I was just talking to my mom, but also I was talking to Uncle Lucas. And he's crying to me on the phone, telling me that he's really sorry, that he didn't mean it, that he's sick, that he didn't know what he was doing. And I don't know, I feel bad for him. He did apologize. He did say sorry. Christina, a sorry is not going to fix us. It's not going to fix what happened. It's not going to change what happened. He can say sorry all he wants, but that doesn't mean that he means it. Your mom can say sorry all she wants, but that doesn't mean that she means it either. What he did to us was wrong. He could be doing that to someone else in the family, and we don't even know about it. If we sit here and feel bad for what he did, we will always lose. It don't matter if he's crying. It don't matter if he got the sob story. He shouldn't have done what he did. He was an adult. He knew he was wrong. We have got to stop feeling bad or guilty for sticking up for ourselves. Do you know what they do to people like that in jail, though? Don't you feel bad? Don't you feel guilty? And yes, I understand what happened, but he apologized and he seemed sincere about it. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. I understand how you feel. I want to ask parents, why do you not like giving your kids the documents that they deserve, that's rightfully theirs, like their social security, their birth certificate, any document that would help them get an apartment, would help them get a house, would help them get a job? Like, you want to hoard that stuff like it's yours. Because as soon as you give that to your kids, it's like you lose all control of them. Because it's like, you know that they cannot move on in life without those documents. You cannot get an apartment without your birth certificate, your social security card, anything like that. You can't even apply for certain things without those things. You can't get an ID without certain things. So it's like, I always wondered, because my mother did not like giving me my stuff, and then finally I just took it one day. And I'm seeing other videos. There's this lady whose mother literally was like getting mad at her and freaking out at her because she kept trying to get into this bag to get her documents so that she can go get an apartment. And the mom was literally like, it was in Spanish, her mom was literally getting mad because she was trying to grab them from her. Why do a lot of parents not want to give you your documents? Because it's like, to me, I feel like it's out of control. Because they know that their kid could do better than them. They know that their kid will never come back. And I know a lot of parents deep down inside know that they treated their kids horribly. But they sit up here and they take the things that can make their kids basically move on and never talk to them again and never forgive them. Because it's like, out of a sense that your kids need you only for those things. So you need to feel needed. Because you know goddamn well that as soon as your kids have their documents, they're gone. And you no longer have control, because you don't even have control over your own life. So you need to control your child's life, because you need to control something. Why? Don't know. That's some trauma that you didn't figure out. But if you have children and you're holding their documents away from them, even after the age that they are now can be responsible for their stuff, you need to go get therapy. Your kids are not yours to control. You might have had them, but they are human beings. Okay? All right. If you think beating your kids into submission is going to work, you are lost, and you lost your damn mind. Because you beating your kids is not going to bring them into submission and make them do what you want them to do. It's going to make them have resentment towards you, and they're going to make your life a living hell. For the ones who, you know what, decide out of nowhere, like, you know what, they're not going to stop hitting me, so I'm going to just start crashing out with them. I'm gonna start putting my hands on you too. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna just start doing whatever I want. You'll get tired of it. You'll get tired. You're gonna meet them type of kids. And then you think putting your hands on your kids to like have them submit to you is a way for them to like know certain things and understand certain things. Like, oh, if I tell you not to touch a hot stove, I'm not telling you why not to touch it. I just told you don't touch it because I said so. You gonna get curious as a child and you gonna go touch it. So then what happens? You touch it, you cry, you're burned, your hands are burned, and then you get your ass whooped. Because they told you not to touch it, but they never gave you a reason on why. So you got curious, like kids do. They get curious and start doing things. But why are you mad when you didn't teach your kids why not to touch it? But instead you beat them and think that at the end of the day, they're supposed to understand why you said not to touch it. You don't want to have to teach your kids nothing. You just think beating them into submission is going to make them learn, which that doesn't do anything. You just don't know how to do what you're supposed to do as a parent because you never wanted to be a parent. And that's okay. You can admit it. But if you don't want to be a parent, don't be out here doing things like have unprotected sex. Because at that moment, you asking to have a kid. You just shut up? Can you shut up? Do you know how worthless you are? Do you understand how irritating it is for me to sit here and have to hear you whine and complain about your life? All you do is go to school and come home. What is the problem? Why do you always talk about depression and all this other shit that I don't care about? I don't care. Figure that shit out. If I had to, you can too. My parents weren't there for me whenever I was going through my depression or whatever when I was younger. Like, damn, why are you always sad? Just get over it. So why did you tell me that I can come tell you how I feel if when I do come tell you, you snap like this? Like, you could have just told me that you weren't in the mood for me to express to you how I was feeling, Ma. That's all. Hard being your mom because you were always so needy. You're always so naggy. You're always going through something. Something's always wrong with you. You always feel like the only way out is to die. My goodness, life can't be that hard. If I can make it, so can you. I just needed a little bit of support, Ma. I didn't know that I was nagging you. I'm sorry. Or like, I didn't know that I was bugging you. I don't know what you want from me. Because when I was your age, I had to figure it out. You act like you can't figure it out? My gosh. You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. People forget that I'm like a normal human being and that sometimes when I see some of y'all's comments and it sounds real ignorant, I want to cuss you out. I don't though. Only for the simple fact that I know it's wrong. But some of y'all really are ignorant. You know that, right? Like some of y'all are airheads. Some of y'all do not have the brain capacity to understand that it's not just about you, it's about other people too. And then some of y'all have some ignorant comments to it. And I swear, with everything in me, you gonna meet a person in real life who is either gonna put their hands on you or really hurt your feelings. Because a lot of y'all, I can tell, have never even been in a fight and don't know how to hold your mouth, or who have been in a fight and still talk because you're just ignorant and if nobody's ever told you how to shut the hell up. With that being said, some of y'all really need to sit down and really think about how you treat people, because one day you might not get the karma that you're looking for, but your family or your kids one day might get it. So you need to be careful in what you say and how you treat people, because everybody always gets what's coming to them at the end of the day. It does not matter. All I'm saying is when I die, put my son in there with me, because you know what? I'm not going to leave my son vulnerable to all these little hoes trying to get at him and ruin his life, okay? And my son can't do nothing without his mother because he loves his mother that deeply, okay? He would be happy to go with me. So when I go, put my son in there, because you're happy that your son don't know how to do nothing without you, that don't know how to live with you, that don't know how to wipe his own ass without you, because I checked them drawers and they ain't looking too white. Not my fault that you decided to become very hyper independent from me. You know what? I've tried to give you the best life possible. I tried to love you. I tried to give you everything, but you always was like, no, Mom, I got it. But my son always needed his mother. You know, my son is the reason why I am saved, the reason why I am standing here today and looking at you in the face. And that means that you decide to become emotionally attached to him, where he can't do anything by himself, where he has to literally be glued to you hip and ass. Like, I don't understand. When you are a mother to a boy, I promise you will understand where I'm coming from, because my son gives me the most love that a man never could. Your son is not supposed to be raised to be your man. He's raised to be someone else's man. But you won't let him get a girl because you're in love with your son, because you're freaking weird. You emotionally incested with him. Goddamn weirdo. Here you go being jealous of me and your brother's relationship. Again, I'm so sorry that you're hyper independent as a woman. You know what? You want to be all up in there, do whatever you want to do by yourself. You go ahead, but my son needs me, okay? So when I go, put my son in there with me. Okay. Ew.